Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Budget session of Parliament concludes. Both houses adjourned as Sanadai. Nagaland police busts fake marksheet racket, arrests 3 persons from Assam. Nagaland to launch smoke-free campaign in all district headquarters from April. And registration for vaccination of persons aged 45 years and above opens at GoWin portal from 1st of April. As the number of COVID cases are on the rise again, we appeal to our listeners not to lower the guard, follow all the precautions, and all those above 45 years to get vaccinated without any hesitation. Stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, focus on hand and face hygiene, and maintain a distance of 2 yards for social distancing. Now the news in detail. The budget session of Parliament came to an end today with both the houses adjourning Sanadai ahead of their schedule. The second leg of the budget session, which started on 8th of this month, was scheduled to end on 8 April. The first leg of the session began on 29 January. In his remarks, Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, M. Venkaiah Naidu, said that 19 bills were passed during the budget session, which includes Major Port Authorities Bill 2020, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Bill 2020, Insurance Amendment Bill 2021, National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development Bill 2021, among others. He said the overall productivity of the upper house during the session stood at 90%. He thanked the members for their assistance in running the House efficiently during the COVID-19 pandemic and adhering to the COVID-19 appropriate behavior. He raised concern over the rising cases of COVID-19 in the country and urged the people to follow COVID-related protocols and come forward for the COVID-19 vaccination. Earlier, the presiding officer in the Lok Sabha, Bhadru Hari Madhab, said a total of 18 bills were passed and 17 were introduced in the lower house during the session. He said the productivity of the House stood at 114% during the budget session. On behalf of all the members, the presiding officer wished for a speedy recovery of the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, who was tested COVID-19 positive. In a major breakthrough, the SIT-CID branch of Police Headquarters, led by Deputy SP Crime, busted a well-organized racket team wherein fake mark sheets and other educational certificates of HSLC and HSSLC of students from Nagaland were being manufactured and used for commission of crime by a gang of IT professionals based at Guwahati in Assam. After a month of reconnaissance and surveillance, the SIT apprehended 3 persons, namely Mabutpur Rashid Chowdhury, alias Manoj Das, Rahul Sen, alias Rajak Yadav, and Jina Razakul Alom, alias Mitul Alom, from various locations in Assam. Simultaneous raids were conducted at Beldola in Guwahati and Kokrajhar, and recovered various incriminating documents and evidence such as fake mark sheets, seals of high-ranking officials of NPSC, cash, laptops, and various electronic equipments used in the commission of the crime. The gang was operating under the name Career Today Nagaland and Edumad Naga. According to a press release from the SP Crime, the case came to light when the matter was reported to BHQ by the chairman NPSC. The accused are currently in the police custody, and further investigation is on to unveil other accomplices involved in the case. The police further advised the public to be wary of such scams, as criminals are taking advantage of the prevailing pandemic for commission of similar online frauds. Nagaland will be launching smoke-free campaign in all district headquarters starting from April. This was informed by the State Nodal Officer of the National Tobacco Control Program, Dr. C. Detzo, during the subcommittee meeting of Smoke-Free Kohima City held yesterday at Kohima. He said the whole idea of smoke-free campaign is to make the city a healthier place and suggested that Kohima, being the capital state, should initiate the campaign first and set a good example to other districts as well. He also suggested to incorporate the Smoke-Free Kohima City in the Smart City project. Dr. Detso further informed that the International Union Against Tuberculosis and Lungs Diseases is scheduled to visit Kohima and Woka this year to survey the implementation of COPTA. Subcommittee convener and STO Civil Sadar Kohima, Daniel Angami, invited the members to contribute their views and suggestions for the successful implementation of the exercise. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Centre has opened COVID-19 vaccination for everyone aged above 45 years, starting from 1st of April, irrespective of comorbidity. The cut-off date for the 45-plus years category are those persons born before 1st January 1977. The comorbidities clause has been removed to make the system simpler. The CoWIN system will be open for registration and for booking of appointment of all persons of 45 years and above from the 1st of April. On-site registration of such persons will also be permissible from the same day. If a beneficiary has taken an online appointment for vaccination on CoWIN, then there is no need to take any further appointment at private or public hospitals. If any hospital does not follow these guidelines of vaccination, then one must lodge a complaint at toll-free number 1075. The beneficiary is advised to take the second dose of Covishield vaccine in the 6th to 8th week of the date of first dose. It is advisable not to delay beyond the 8th week, as it may leave the beneficiary vulnerable. Health Ministry today said 6 states, Maharashtra, Punjab, Kerala, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh and Gujarat, are reporting a surge in daily new cases, and they together account for 80.63% of the new cases reported in the last 24 hours. Maharashtra continues to report the highest daily new cases at 31,855. It is followed by Punjab with 2,613, while Kerala reported 2,456 new cases. Meanwhile, over 5,31,45,000 doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country so far. The country's COVID-19 recovery rate is at 95.28%, and over 1,12,00,000 patients have already recovered from this disease. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally has been added to 12,229 after the report of 3 new positive cases from Dimapur today. With no recoveries, the recovered tally remained at 11,979. At present, the number of active cases stands at 4, while 1 death is under investigation. The total COVID death in the state is 81. Meeting of the Local Examination Committee under Kohima district was held yesterday at Kohima. Chairing the meeting, Deputy Commissioner Kohima, Gregory Tejavele, who is also the chairman of the committee, informed that 21 centres for HSLC and 22 centres for HSSLC examinations have been set up under Kohima district. He said due to the pandemic, more examination centres have been established in the district as well as in all other districts and subdivisions to observe social distancing and maintain all SOPs. Both HSLC and HSSLC examination 2021 is scheduled to be held from 6th to 29th of April throughout the state. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, in association with 9 IIMs, has invited applications for Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship till 27th of this month. The fellowship is a 2-year blended program consisting of classroom sessions at IIMs and a unique opportunity to promote skill planning and development in district economies. Following the success of the pilot cohort, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship announced the launch of Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship 2021-23 in collaboration with IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Jammu, Kozhikode, Lucknow, Nagpur, Ranchi, Udaipur and Visakhapatnam. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Budget session of Parliament concludes. Both houses adjourned Sanadai. Nagaland police busts fake marksheet racket. Arrests 3 persons from Assam. Nagaland to launch smoke-free campaign in all district headquarters from April. And registration for vaccination of persons aged 45 years and above opens at CoWIN portal from 1st of April. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.